Alright, so I was creeping on Reddit and I came across this post called Men Obsessed After Hookups. This is by a young girl who, after she hooks up with men, these men either want a relationship with her or continue to pursue her when all she wanted was a one night stand situation. So I haven't read the post yet, but after I read this post, I'm going to go ahead and show you the text messages that some of these guys sent her. Now, these text messages I'm going to show you, you won't find them on her post. She DM'd me these, so I'll read them after I read the post and, let's get started. Hopefully it'll be entertaining. So, men obsessed after hookups. Sometimes I go on dates with men and decide that I don't see them as a match for me relationship wise, but still a good candidate for sex if I'm going through a dry spell. For some reason, those are the guys that wind up obsessed with me. So let's stop here. Now, either this girl is very attractive, right? Like she's very attractive, or at least like moderately, like 7 out of 10 attractive, right? Sexually attractive. Or these guys are guys that are not often in situations where they just get casual sex, where they just casually hook up with girls. And so because of that, they maybe just can't let go. So it could be that, she's very attractive, or it could be that the guys she's hooking up with are typically not guys that have this happen routinely. And so they just kind of want it to happen again and again and again. All right, let's continue. I have men from 2 years ago who I hooked up with once, who keep finding my social media and adding it or following me, begging me to come back even if I don't answer the messages, and keep blocking their accounts. So again, if a guy is going this far, it just reinforces the fact that either she's very attractive, she's very sexually attractive, or this is a guy who is not typically in a position where he's getting hookup situations often. All right, let's continue. They still make new ones and keep stalking me. It's creepy. Okay, this 100%. Look, I don't understand. Sometimes I don't understand people. If you're messaging someone, even if you've already hooked up with them, if you're messaging someone and they tell you they don't want to see you anymore and they go so far as to block you, what do you think you're going to get from creating a new account and continuing to contact them and harass them? Like, do you think the girl is going to be like, oh my God, that is so romantic. He's so persistent. No, she's going to think, yo, this guy's a friggin' weirdo. I wish I didn't even have sex with him at all. She's like, what is wrong with, like, girls do this too, of course, but what is wrong with people? Okay. However, the guys I actually like, here we go. The guys I actually like, it never works out with. You know why? Because those guys have options. Because those guys are probably having sex with girls just as sexy as you, if not sexier, at least in their opinion. So they're not obsessed with you. You're not like, oh my God, she's the hottest girl I've ever had sex with. They don't care. I haven't had a relationship longer than 6 months, although I'm only 21 and didn't start dating until I was 19. So this is like, if you've only been dating for 2 years, I mean, I don't think you should stress about the fact that you haven't had a relationship longer than 6 months. I mean, it sounds like this girl is incredibly inexperienced, and it's also strange that I don't understand this girl's situation. She's this inexperienced, but she's already like banging dudes left and right. I don't know. But still, I really like the idea of long-term relationships. It's just the ones I see as a good fit for me wind up leaving, while the ones I see as a one night stand are done as a one and done, are obsessed for years. Yeah, damn, like years. That's crazy. I don't get it. I'm not surprised. Anybody have advice? Is my type for serious dating maybe too exclusive, so I'm missing a lot of potential candidates, or am I just choosing really weird men? Well, number one, you seem like a terrible judge of character. I mean, you seem like a completely awful judge of character. If this is happening multiple times with lots of different guys you're hooking up with, right? What that tells me is that you're not learning your lesson at all. You're not learning anything from these from these situations, and you're basically just banging these same dudes. I'm assuming your main criteria is sexual attraction, and I get it. That's like the most important thing when it comes to hookups. But if you have a history of guys stalking you, I guess to some extent, maybe you should put a little bit more thought into who you're having sex with. Okay, they seem pretty normal on the dates usually. Usually. So I'm curious, does she still have sex with them even on the cases where they're not normal? But I just don't feel enough interest to keep it going, and I think it's mutual, but they apparently don't agree. This girl is so funny. The guys I actually date, I try to make it work with, but it usually ends due to no major issue other than external circumstance. For example, my ex wants to move too far and I decided to leave so he wouldn't keep being influenced by me to stay somewhere I knew he wasn't happy. All right, that's kind of noble thing to do. And it sounds like the reason why a lot of relationships are ending, maybe because it's not necessarily her fault, etc. He wanted me to move with him, but I'm saving money, living at home, and pursuing my degree. In my mind, it just sounded like it was too complicated for something that hadn't even reached a year. Honestly, this is something like I was saying before, maybe this girl has bad judgment. I'm starting to sort of rethink that when it comes to like, she seems to be kind of grounded when it comes like this. If you haven't dated a guy for a year, she said before she hasn't even dated a guy for 6 months, for longer than 6 months. If you've never dated a guy for longer than 6 months, you don't move in with him. You don't even really get to know someone until like the 6 month to a year period. So moving in before that, that's just stupid. So that's like a good call on her end. And obviously, pursuing her degree at 21 years old is much more important than a relationship that might not go anywhere. He was going through many struggles mentally as well as with depression due to him feeling like he had nothing in his life together and the way he thought it should be, which was making him very wishy-washy about our relationship anyway. So again, it sounds like she kind of saw that, hey, listen, this doesn't have the potential to become a serious relationship given, the guy that she's seeing. So like it sounds like she's at least somewhat decisive. That's very important. The ex before that also moved. Is this just part of the process to finding the right guy? At this point, I'm taking a break from men for any purpose and just focusing on reflecting and self-improvement. It's been a bit draining dealing with relationships and hookups during college, but I want to make sure once I have my shit together, crap, I should not have said this. Once I have my crap together, I have some smarter methods for picking out men and seeing signs I may be missing that a guy is crazy. Well, I mean, I don't know what her number is, right? I don't know how many guys she's had hookups with. Given that she's only been dating 2 years, I hope she's not banging dudes left and right, because like very simply, it drastically increases the chances of getting STDs, stuff like that. Like this girl is odd. Like on one hand, she has like terrible judgment because it sounds like the guys she commonly hooks up with are crazy. And on the other hand, she seems to have like a level head when it comes to relationships, right? And she seems to be at least somewhat decisive, which is a really important personality trait to have. So I'm kind of like, I don't know, I'm kind of like 50-50 on this girl. On one hand, I think she's funny, she's making me laugh. On the other hand, okay, let's go ahead and read the text messages, all right? So, all right. Now, I don't know if these text messages are in order, or if they're random, or if they're from more than one guy. She didn't specify that. She kind of ghosted me. I mean, big surprise, right? A 21-year-old suddenly just stops friggin' replying, right? Oh my god. All right, so let's go ahead. This guy apparently messaged her randomly. God, I miss your wet blowjobs, baby. Can you okay, look. He messaged her at 1:50. God, I miss your wet blowjobs, baby. All right. So basically, let's just simplify this. This is like 2 o'clock, and this is, let's say, 7 o'clock, right? So 5 hours later, she doesn't reply for 5 hours. 5 hours later, he messages again saying, "Can you do it again?" That's just hilarious. Obviously, if I saw this message, from someone that I hooked up with, I would probably just die of laughter. All right, so this is the first one, right? And I don't know if it's like a continuation. These are from the same person or from multiple people, because again, this 21-year-old girl, so typical, didn't specify. But let's continue reading. Okay, so I think this is a different person. They spelled God differently. God, I miss talking to you. I need your dope energy in my life. Nah. You don't miss talking to her. You miss having sex with her. At least be honest, bro. How do you find my Insta? Tinder again. I just saw it. So she links. Okay. Jesus Christ, girl. You just said that you have a problem with guys doing this, with stalking you, and yet you link your Insta to your Tinder. Now, I'm hoping that this was before she started getting stalked by lots of guys and she's learned from this. But if she's still doing stuff like this, like maybe this is why you're getting stalked. Maybe this is how these guys are finding you. Did you ever think of that? Tinder again, I just saw it. She's like, oh, I deleted that crap in a day. And he's like, well, I miss you and glad I came across your dope energy again. Text me, gorgeous. I'd still do anything for you. Ugh. I crave you to this day. So what this guy has to take a hint is, like, if I'm this guy, you gotta wonder, how did you lose connection with this girl? Is it maybe because she changed her number? Maybe because she stopped texting you? Maybe because she just wasn't interested in talking to you anymore? Like, yeah. Okay, let's move on. All right, I can't read all of it. She didn't send all of it, but blame you if you deleted my number. Okay, this sounds like this guy's like, hey man, you know, I love you. I love you so much. I don't blame you, but I want to make things work. All right, don't blame you if you deleted my number. And actually, it's cool. Sure it is. If you did, because I need a favor from you that's kind of related. Check, I don't know who it is. The name. Oh, okay, LOL, what favor? Could you block me on like everything? I keep finding my way on your page, and if I keep doing that, I'm gonna text you and stuff, and I don't want to put you through that. Oh my god. This guy is pathetic. This is the standard guy of like, I love you so much. You know, I'm thinking more about you than me. I need you to help me help you, or what is the reverse that? You need to. I want you to help me, or you need to help me help. No, I need to help you help me. Jesus Christ, my brain is slow. Right, let me just go ahead and erase this. So yeah, so it's like, Jesus Christ. This is just kind of whack. Let me go ahead and eliminate this. Get rid of it. Jeez, people at work are so annoying. I swear to God, they just constantly friggin' message you. Anyway, so she's like, yeah. So yeah, this guy is pretending like, hey, I really care about you. What this guy is essentially doing is, this is like kind of negative elevation, right? Where he's trying to make it seem like, hey, listen, even though I really want to keep talking to you, I'm not gonna do it if it makes you uncomfortable. But I can't help myself. So please just block me. It's gonna hurt me, but as long as it helps you. As long as it cares, I care so much about you that even if it hurts me, I just care about you. Like, shut the hell up, bro. Get the hell out of here with this BS, man. All right, it's weird, I know, but I have a terrible self-control. Instagram specifically is killing me. Loser. I mean, if you really want to be blocked, sure. How else do you not look back? Like, it's too easy. All I have to do is type S and click your name. I appreciate you being cool about it. What this guy was hoping was that she would be like, you know what, you seem like such a great guy, and if you really care about me that much, sure, let's give it one more chance. I'll suck your dick just one more time, right? I'll suck your dick just one more time. This is just so pathetic, dude. All right, let's move on. Isn't there another one? Ah, here we go. Okay, this is the last one. So this is why I'm again assumed by a new person. I mean, you could have blocked me. What's your Instagram? This is her. So she's the blue text, right? Because these are from her phone. I did have you blocked, but I can just unblock you super easy. Oh yeah, it's different now. It's my name. LOL. All right. Haha. Thank you. Now I can't creep you. Now I can't creep. You have one less creeper than before. Sorry, this was weird and out of nowhere too. Again, super grateful that you're cool about it. It's no problem. I feel weird, so I'll disappear and hope you forget. So it sounds like a lot of these guys are like, they're just kind of cringing on what they've done themselves, but at the same time, they're leaving the door open, right? They're leaving the door open just in case she wants to open it, right? They're like, listen, I'm closing the door, but I want you to know that I'm not locking it. Okay? I want you to know I'm not locking it. I want you to know that anytime you want, you can open that door and you'll be welcome back into my life. All right, so these guys are clearly pathetic. Now, this was actually pretty funny. Now, as far as my advice to this girl goes, I don't really have any advice. I mean, you're 21. You're going to meet people that you don't like. You're going to meet weirdos, etc. I would suggest to you that if you really have a very high sex drive and you just want to have sex, you know, think about maybe a friends with benefits situation, although that might even be worse for you simply because of the fact that if guys are getting obsessed with you immediately, a friends with benefits situation is kind of ongoing, so that might even be worse. They might become more obsessed with you. But depending on how attractive you are, understand that a lot of guys, if the girl is very attractive, it's the same way. It's the same thing with girls, right? If the guy is very attractive, people can get attached to you very quickly, right? So I don't know, maybe get to know somebody a little bit better, or just, yeah, that's tough, man. That's tough. I mean, if you want a relationship, the only advice I can really give you is that if you want a relationship, You need to stop hooking up with random guys left and right. I mean, maybe I'm sounding judgmental because maybe you haven't hooked up with that many guys, but like if you only just started dating in 2 years and you're already hooking up with guys left and right, I mean, that's problematic because number one, you're increasing your chances of getting STDs. Number two, you're kind of creating baggage for yourself, right? I mean, in the future, if a guy feels like he can't trust you, right? If you're in a relationship with a guy and he finds out, oh, you were just having like one hookup after the other, he's gonna start to feel like this girl has impulse control. You know, like she's just the kind of person who's totally fine with just immediately having sex with somebody. So if I were you and you're looking for a serious relationship, I would first seriously look for a serious relationship before you start embracing this whole hookup thing. A lot of people think there's nothing wrong with hooking up. In my opinion, it does affect your romantic life for the negative way. But that's irrelevant. I mean, I made this post because I thought it was funny. This is actually hilarious. For all of you nice guys out there, for all of you neckbeards out there, for all of you guys who are like, I just want to have sex with any girl, please, right? Yeah, you know, just understand that girls think you're creepy as hell when you keep making new accounts on social media after they blocked you and continuing to contact them. All right, anyways, this is Random signing out. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to follow me on Reddit, r/randoms on Reddit. And for God's sakes, dude, subscribe to me on YouTube. Like this goddamn video. I mean, like, I can't tell you how many people like the video. I've even had people message me telling me they enjoyed my video. But when I go and look at the video, it has like 0 likes. And I'm just like, seriously, bro? You know, like you even went to the extent of privately messaging me on Reddit to tell me you liked the video, but you didn't actually click the like button. Wow. Like, that's just like, that's hurtful. It's hurtful and it's destructive. Okay, guys, thank you for watching. This is Random signing out, and you know, I hope you enjoyed the video. Bye.